It's Wednesday, my dudes, and tonight we're doing what we're not supposed to do. We're crossing the streams. That's right. Tonight we're bringing in the boys from the Hangout. The Hangout. Damn, I was so close to having it. We're bringing in the 2Paige. We got Mercurial Prime, and we got Rumble 112 photos coming in. So let's get this thing started because I got nothing else prepared. Hit it, Machu. Mercurial Prime, I got no problem. The Hangout, I screwed up. Sure, yeah, that sounds about right. Welcome back, everybody, to episode 100. No, let's start over. Let's just end the stream and start over. It's Wednesday, my dudes, and welcome to episode.
We'll start over.
All right, we'll start over. Okay. Yeah. Let's just reset it.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. What a crisp, clean intro that was, huh? No mess ups, no nothing. It's Wednesday, my dudes, and welcome to episode 98 of Between Two Sentinels, the show that, as we say always, you have no one else to blame but yourselves. We keep coming back because you keep asking for it. Who knows why? But here we are. We still appreciate it. Potato Machu, what's going on with you, man?
Other than me potatoing again?
Yeah.
Nothing really. We had that 24-hour stream.
Still recovering?
Still recovering. Well, I think I'm okay now. It's just crappy weather lately.
Yeah.
And
No, today was pretty bad. I don't know what was going on today, but
yeah.
But hey, we're here. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out with the Hangout guys. We're gonna talk toys.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of cool stuff to talk about. So any night we get to talk toys is a good night. So that's always good. Why don't we bring these guys on? I feel weird. It's like it's their show too tonight.
It's their show. Yeah, exactly.
It's their show too. Let's just bring everybody in. Let's bring in. All right. So here we go. So we got the 2Paige, right? We got MC. Here we go. We got MC and we've got CC, not second C, CC. I think I got everybody right, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Hell yeah. All right. Machi, you gonna go fix your potato?
Yeah, I'll go fix my potato.
What do you mean so close? That was a perfect intro. Nothing went wrong. Everything was great. Everybody loved it. Perfect intro. It was all good. How are you guys doing tonight? Why Machu goes uncooks his potato, cooks his potato? I don't know. Whatever it is. So, how you guys doing?
Great. Doing good, man. Doing good.
Yeah. All right. Good. So we're gonna check in with the chat because I know we got both streams going. So we got everybody here. So let's see who's here. 2Paige is in there saying you would be an early first. Here you go. Son of a Flower saying this is going to be an amazing episode. No pressure whatsoever. Thank you for that. Joshua Cole can't wait for tonight. We got Kyoto Film saying by Odin's beard, early start tonight. This should be fun. That's right. You guys are starting a little bit earlier. You started earlier for us, and we appreciate that. So we can either go later for you, or we can end later for you, or go later for you, or end earlier for you, whichever you. I don't know. I'm an old guy, so. Anytime I can get to bed earlier is always good for me. We got Dom saying hello there. Johnny Coke is here saying hey. No Chewings in the house saying hello. We got Nerd88. KJ Smith is here saying Machi must be finishing up a round of Marvel Rising. That's true. You've been Marvel Rising in like a crazy man.
It's Rivals.
Right? Rivals?
It's Marvel Rivals.
It says Rising. I'd read it. I'm a reader. We got Cal the Collector is here. We got Dom is back saying, is this where we start the campaign for Mezco to hire Henrock, or at least give him? I mean, we probably could. Probably not the best place to start it, but it's been started. Molotov says, hello, Hangout crew and esteemed guests. Don't forget to high five that like button for anyone for on your way through. It's the price of admission for the show, and it pays for the stream cross. It's true. And I'm terrible about bringing that up. So, yes, if you are here, no matter what channel you're watching on, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you're new to any of these channels, hit that subscribe button for anybody. It doesn't cost you anything, and it means everything to us. So Make that happen and feed the algorithm, and it'll be less angry. Dom says 100 minus 2. That's true. We're getting there. We got 2 more episodes, so we hit 100. You guys are on episode like 150 something. You guys are like cranking out there.
I think it's 190. This will be 191.
191. See, I was close-ish. Yeah. So, I'm not. I'm trying. All right. Don't yell at me, Toy Paige.
Doing
All right?
good, man. Only 2 away from 100.
Yanni's in the chat saying whoop whoop. Let's see who else we got. We got Boba Chuck saying evening all. Henrock is here saying, hey guys, catch you on the replay. He's probably off taking more photos of that Mezco Indie, which looks absolutely amazing.
He was recently on Collection Nexus on Monday too.
He was, yeah, he was on Collection Nexus.
That was a good episode.
That's going to be a replay for me. Let's see who else we got here. We got Adam Showers is here. Real Life Perspective Show saying, what's up, everybody? And don't forget to check his show out on Fridays. He's going live. Let's see. KJ Smith. Rel Collects is in the chat. We got Team and T 1987. Who else we got? Saying Peekaboo.
Yeah.
Dorzen saying he needs that Thor pronto. There you go. Paul was saying, I was thinking, what's going on? Where's Paige and crew? They're here. Everybody's here. We're all hanging out together. We're all making it work. But yeah, gentlemen, this is great. I'm glad we made this happen. I know, Paige, you and I have been going back for a while trying to make this stream crossing happen. So this is good. I'm glad we're all here.
Yeah, thank you for having us, man. Appreciate it,
dude. It's not us having and thank you for having us on your stream.
Yeah.
It's a
cross stream. Yeah,
it's simpatico. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go with that. So what what's new and exciting in your world? I know, obviously you got, Paige, your work with Mezco, and I know we were talking backstage a little bit. I think we should hit the news first, right? I mean, Thor on pre-order. We got to see Thor at New York Comic-Con. I think he was a second day surprise kind of show up.
No, I think he was on
first day. He was on day one.
Thursday, right?
I think he might have been second because they were working on some stuff with him. But all that stuff's a blur. Like after a while,
that was all the way back in October. It's now December, and it feels like 12 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think? I mean, I haven't delved into the Marvel Mezco. So I'm gonna say that Thor will most likely be a pass for me. But I did say I picked up. I was gonna pass on Mezco Indie, but he looks too good now to pass up. So I joined that wait list, and it did convert. So I'm excited for that. So I did get that. But what do you guys think about Thor?
I ordered it. Well, I was playing Marvel Rivals, and then Chewy messaged, "Anybody getting Thor?" And I'm like, "Oh crap! Let me go order that as soon as I finish." So I immediately ordered it, and then you told me about Indie, and then I ordered that, and I think now I'm out of. I think the waitlist is converting for me also.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
So two Mezco orders in one day. So that's yeah.
MC, CC, what are you guys thinking?
CC, after you, please.
Oh man, I've been wanting a Mezco version of Thor for a long time, really long time. So I'm excited about this one. Not sure, haven't decided yet if he's going to be able to knock Doom out of there for my figure of the year for me, or maybe best figure ever in my book. But he's definitely highly anticipated. Might be one of those things where it's going to be hard for this guy to live up to my expectations. I might have to tone it down a little bit. It's kind of like Deadpool all over again.
I mean, I will say I love the classic look. Sorry, go ahead. I cut somebody else off though. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's actually where I was going to go. CC and I, and Paige, as well. But CC and I, we really like the more classic style that Mezco's been going with like the Batman figures, the Golden Age Batman, and now they're circling back to Marvel with Cap that we've seen, Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, Green Goblin, and this one is like a must-have. So. Yeah.
He did look really good standing up there with that team, with the rest of the Iron Man and the Captain America. He looked really good standing up there. But yeah, still up for pre-order, which is great. 95 feels cheap too, or I should say reasonable. I don't want to say cheap. I want to say reasonable. I did jump on Tangerine. I'll say that.
Yes.
I did jump on Tangerine.
Uh-oh.
I jumped on what? Well, yeah,
Careful with
okay.
the
Phrasing.
I thought MC was talking, not you. He's usually the guy that does that stuff.
Yeah. No, I think she looks great, and I know like seeing her at the cons was awesome. But I also don't have a female buck from Mezco, so I was excited for this one to kind of fit in that whole spy era piece of it too. So, anybody else jump on Tangerine? It sounds terrible. Stop it. How do I keep doing that? Consensually, yes. Consensually, yes.
Was it the love contract on the Chappelle show?
Yeah. Sign this baby.
Yeah, I did. CC, I don't want to go ahead and tell me your theory on female.
You're just gonna put me on the spot. I'm probably the only guy that passed on it. This sounds bad every time I say it, but I don't play with female figures. Like
that doesn't sound.
I own a couple.
That doesn't sound bad.
They usually don't make it out of the box. I just keep them in the basement where they're quiet.
That sounds bad.
You're making it worse. You didn't sound that bad. You definitely made it worse, though.
I just turn the lotion down for them to rub it in, and it's all quiet from there. But other than that, yeah, I may circle back and get this one later on. Maybe if they release Agent 75 and I really really like it, then she may end up being a must-have. But Thor was higher on my priority list than this one.
Okay, that's fair. And I'm assuming you have the Cap and Iron Man. When you said Doom 2 was on your top list of this year, right?
Cap's
Doom
not
was
out yet.
incredible. Doom
Cap's
was
not out
incredible.
Yeah.
I needed more Four Horsemen Mezco collabs.
Okay.
Yeah, Doom is a really good
that.
figure.
I didn't realize that was a collab. I didn't realize that. I missed that one. Okay.
I mentioned that when I had pre-ordered it. That's why one of the reasons why I pre-ordered it. The Doom figure.
That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Actually, I missed that. I must have missed that. And don't say you put it in the chat because that chat goes off like every 5.5 seconds.
It just shows you don't pay attention to what I say.
Not always in the chat. That's not fair. Not always in the chat. Mr. I respond to text 3 days later. All right, we got a couple more people who've showed up. We got Son of a Flower here who said, good evening, everybody. We got Cap Lives showing up. Dom says, I think it was first day. It felt like it was the first new fig I saw. It might have been for New York Comic Con for the Thor. I think that's what he's jumping back to. I wish they would have given us a bearded head sculpt as well. Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Bearded with the Thor. Okay.
I think the Thor was put out later in the afternoon, Thursday. Because I remember it was Wolverine was the big thing that everybody was noticing, and then they're like, "Oh, we got to go back to Mezco." They put out Thor.
Yeah,
and we had to make that trek to the other side of the Javits Center.
Hey, Paige, you want to tell us your order of putting these figures out?
I just
remember I asked you backstage what you don't want to talk about, and then your boy ratted you out. I'm just saying.
And then the other guy throws me under. He's like,
yeah.
Those from the Hangout know I'm messing with them. So
yeah.
Oh no, we're gonna wait here to answer. The question was asked.
I thought that one went out later because most of that stuff they're still putting them together. During the show. Mm-hmm. And I remember there was something with that figure that we had to fix. I'm sorry, they had to fix. And then Wolverine was the same way. They had to take that back and fix that one as well. So there was stuff that was coming in and out. And I thought that one went out later because there was something that we're working on with him.
But I feel like I do remember something being said about like the legs or something when they brought him out. Yeah.
Can we clear that up?
You want to clear it up? Yeah, let's talk about it.
So a lot of that stuff is it's all prototypes. It's all working stuff. I mean, you guys were there. You guys saw it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you even saw how different from what you saw in New York from the time of the solicitation. Mm-hmm. So I think one of the things like a lot of people were saying was that one was short. And if you go back and look at the pictures, you can see like this is the base. He's standing like this.
Yep.
And his knee is bent. And so a lot of people are saying, oh, he's shorter than Cap and stuff like that. So like I said, that stuff's still a work in progress. So you just got to kind of wait until the final. Like you even look at the solicitation for this, and you could tell it's photoshopped. So try not to judge too harshly.
Well, also he had the spinning hammer effect, right? When he was in the display. So standing him up straight up tall, you wouldn't be able to get the balance of that figure. It would have like tipped over. So having him spread his legs like that and bent at the knees made it easier for him to get that balance, so that way it wouldn't tip over. But at the same time, Cap is standing straight up tall, so people were thinking, oh, maybe he is shorter.
Yeah, I would say that he's taller.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I always think too, like if you know anything about any kind of production timeline, right? You know that the first thing that comes out is never going to be the final, right? Good or bad, by the way, because sometimes things change for the worse. Not saying that this is the case, but we saw with a couple of figures where like faces change or head sculpts change. And by the way, for Indy, when I saw Indy in San Diego, I wasn't a fan of the soft goods. I thought they were too bulky. And then now with the new release, they look clean, and that's kind of what sold me on it. So, it just goes to show, never trust the kind of promo, the first releases there. So we got the bearded head. Let's see. Who else is waiting for Fury Rage Toys Mikey to get in the mail? Yeah, I mean, we talked about this, I think, on a different stream, but I don't know if you guys are doing the 5K, not a Leo samurai kind of figures, but like they're taking, I don't want to complain, but they're taking too long to release those things. Like we've gotten 9 other waves of turtles before we've gotten the third brother here.
I think CC has a couple of those, right? CC, don't you?
Oh, I've got a couple, but MC's all over on these things. I already tapped out, but MC's pot committed. He's not. He's all going back.
I have a 9-year-old that's a big Turtles fan, so and those are great figures too. So
I love the way he's got that built-in excuse.
Right.
Yeah.
One of those things I wish we all
CC,
had.
you're gonna go into the toy. It's like Paige's vault, but it's Sawyer's room.
He's got a HasLab coming for Sawyer, and Ecto One because Sawyer had to have one.
Yeah, for Sawyer.
Yeah.
When you come,
look,
you sleep
I understand.
on the mattress in his room, CC. You'll see. Like move out of the way.
I understand. There's a 41-year-old in my house that's a turtle fan too. So we gotta make room for that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think my favorite meme has been the one with the woman yelling at the cat, and it says, "You can't wrap Ninja Turtle figures for yourself and put them under the tree." And the cat just says, "It says from Santa." So it's gonna be my Christmas morning.
What do you guys think of that new turtle? What's the new company that just got the license for the turtles? They showed a promo or prototype
all
already.
of them.
Which
All
one?
of them. I'm in negotiations to get a license for the turtle. If you get anybody can get the licensing for the turtles.
Oh
at this
man, I
point.
can't remember the name of them. It's the
Medi Toys?
Medi.
Is it Medi? The ones that they have cheeks. The turtles.
Yeah,
have,
Medi.
That's Medi.
They
Yeah.
got cheeks.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, Paige is gonna be all over those.
Like,
I like
up.
cakes. I like some
Caked up?
cakes.
Caked up.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want a caked up Raph? What is happening tonight? What is happening tonight?
We have those on
It's-
pre-order already. The
Yeah.
Leo and the Raph.
It's the MC effect. It's a bad influence, man. I'm telling you.
Did you guys do the Joy Toy ones or no? No. Because I just got notification that Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady, and Foot Soldier Joy Toys shipped.
Yeah.
Holy
So,
crap.
Man.
yeah.
I got like a million
dude.
emails from them too. I think they're shipping them out single boxes.
Yes. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for that fight.
Yeah.
That'll be great. It's like when the HasLab shows up. They gave it to me.
Well, it's not like a hat. I mean, it's tiny, so it's like little boxes.
Yeah, but not when 30 of them show up because I ordered
That's true.
9 Foot Soldiers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get. We got DJ Drain saying just in time to see what y'all thought on Thor. Toy Amigos, what's going on, amigos? 95. I'm not saying 95 feels cheap. I mean, deep pockets. For
95
those,
is just like a standard release, right?
I feel like it is for
Yeah.
a premium figure. 95 feels like a normal release. So, Chewy was hoping for a holiday reveal for Mezco. Again, that's Chewy asking, not me. Chewy's not me asking. That's Chewy. But
Or like a Christmas, like Holiday Gomez or Eddie or something.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool if they did that.
That would be-
Or
I love it.
or an ugly sweater pack. We talk about that on the show a
Ooh,
lot.
that would be nice. Yeah.
Like a
Ugly
ugly
sweater pack. Even if it's just like an accessory pack, I'd love that. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Starzan saying I like the Mezco-fied classic look of the Thor. The chest armor is cool as hell. There you go. Rel Collect saying he's gonna have Gomez jump on Tangerine. There you go. I went from kind to
Yeah.
right away. What else we got here?
Let's go. Felt uneasy about the 60. Yeah, I remember that.
Which one? What do you got?
He said, I remember when he got into Mezco, he felt uneasy about the $65 pricing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
now
When
we're all
they had,
hoping for it.
Yeah. When they had
Yeah.
the deluxe Punisher, I had a friend at the time, and I was like, I don't know, I want to buy one. And he was like, you should buy two. I'm like, oh no, that's way too much money, man. And now it's like, I wish I could go back and get more of that one.
Yeah.
That thing was so stacked.
Batu, do you have that Punisher or no?
No, I have the Netflix Punisher.
Or the Netflix one?
That was the year that I went to New York Comic Con, and that was the first time I went on a Mezco line. And it was a really long line. And I think it was when, what was it? The Stealth Gomez was out.
Oh, yeah.
And this was like my first figure that I bought from Mezco. I had no idea who that Roach was. And wow, do I feel stupid for picking Punisher over the Gomez, over the Stealth Gomez.
How long was that line? How long did you wait, Machu?
I felt like I was there for like a couple hours. It was moving slow at the time.
Yeah. I was wondering compared to like the line that they had like at the last. Well, you did San Diego. Did you do
San Diego and
too?
I did and New York.
Yeah.
New York, it was like the line wasn't bad in New York. San Diego, that line was
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, in San Diego too, though, they made us go up and around. So that was just a weird.
Well, it's not only that, but like the people who went straight in.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they had to like that line was just and it capped. I'm not used to seeing capped lines.
Right. Oh. I flag a comment here. Starzan wants to know if Thor's armor is solid plastic or is it more of a cloth vinyl? Okay.
It's you know, it changes. Like I'm pretty sure, like I said earlier, you guys like could see the difference even if you had pictures from San Diego and on the solicitation, it's really different. Like
the pictures are different from when we saw it in New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Even like you can even tell with the arms. Like the arms are different.
Yeah, they're double. So like when you see people start saying, "Oh, it's on the Conan body," and people are just throwing out speculation. Like I think I saw somebody say, "Oh, he doesn't have an ab crunch because they're comparing it to the Momoa Aquaman."
Oh, okay.
And, you know, but people start looking at it. You got to remember, those are just solicitation photos. Like they're just trying to show you what the concept of the character will look like.
Right.
It's going to be different. I remember what was it, in San Diego and New York. We had Dick Tracy, and I was talking to MC about this. When he first got his, I said, "Hey, do you have any trouble doing this?" He's like, "No," and he showed me like, and I said, "Yeah, the one I had that I messed with, it was hard to raise the arms up," and he goes, "No, mine's fine." So they're even when they have stuff being displayed, stuff changes all the time. So you can't really judge. I know that's not what a lot of people want to hear because you're paying for something, but
right,
give it time.
And usually, like lately, it's been people are who haven't pre-ordered something and then they see something release and they're like, oh my god, it's so much better than what it looked like in the solicitations, and it's like a mad dash, like Dick Tracy, like that was hard to get after if you didn't pre-order it, right? And if you were waitlisted, I don't know if J-Shot, you were waitlisted, right? You didn't.
I was like, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I ended up getting it from somebody else, but I just canceled that wait list. But I'm still waitlisted for Prune and the Blank. So, but yeah, no, I'm glad I got that set, but I definitely missed it first time around.
I think the biggest example of premature judgmentation, as Paige calls it, or something like that, is the
premature
turtles.
Ejudulation.
Yeah,
Ejudulation. Yeah.
The Ninja Turtles, like they were getting flamed at the promo pics, and then the San Diego Comic-Con rolled around, and guess what? Everybody was scrambling, and it sold out everywhere. $800-900 on secondary market, and man, believe in Mezco. That's all I got to say. Like, it's gonna be better in hand every time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a turtle head, so I pre-ordered immediately. But yeah,
you pre-ordered it immediately, but I think you were the last one to get it.
I was the last one to get it. Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring that up, but all right. Pablo says people forget that all these prototypes don't seem to understand that they will make changes and updates. Yeah, man. It's part of the process. It's gotta, and you want that, right? Nobody wants the first figure that comes out, right? Because they're gonna make changes. And I mean, first figure in the prototype, not the actual release. And we saw that with the Brutal Realm guys, right? I mean, that they're continuing to make changes now on their stuff. It's all part of the process, and you just got to let it go, and you got to let it go and do its thing until they're ready to release it. And sometimes that causes delays, and sometimes it means it's going to be different. So,
hey, Mar, how you doing, bro?
Yeah,
okay. I get it though. I get it because like we talk about this on the show all the time. Like it's not like one sided. I get people because you're putting up a lot of cash. It's a very high price line, and so when you're looking at those photos, I get people who are like, "Yo, I don't like the way this looks. I don't know if I want to put money on it." So I understand from a collector standpoint. It's like, do I want to put money exactly for what I see? But I think they have a pretty good track record. It always seems to be the common theme. Oh, this looks better in hand, or but it's bad because when you don't pre-order, not pressuring people to pre-order, but when you don't pre-order, they look at the numbers they got, and then what they do is they fulfill that order. And now later on, when you're looking for turtles or something, you don't have that because other people have already bought it all up. And it just makes this vicious cycle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's a hard predicament for some people to be in, especially if they don't have like disposable income. I get it.
Yeah. But I think you're right. You gotta trust the track record, and at the same time, you gotta say this, and I know that sometimes you always don't want to talk about it, but like you also gotta trust the resale value of Mezco toys. There's usually a pretty good. You'll at least get your mony back, right? If you order a figure that you're not gonna end up wanting, you got a good chance of getting at least your money back. If that's what you choose to do with it.
Trades.
Yeah, or trades. Trades are good too. The barter system is alive and well. Ian Saunders saying Prune Face is probably my figure of the year. Came as a surprise, but I think I photographed him more than any other figure. That's true. That figure showed up a lot in a lot of people's photography this year. It was a big surprise. Again, man, I missed out on that. Man, I missed out on it for sure. Let's see. Who else we got? Oh, 796. Mario's in the house.
Mario.
Back from the dead, alive and well. Nick is here saying howdy. Let's see. Husky Zian Toy saying don't sleep on Batman the Animated Series 5-point set. That set is looking good though. Yeah, dude, man. I bought the Turtle 5-point set. I was surprised by that too.
It's a great set.
Yeah, like in the extra arms and like legs, like that's a nice little way to really make that happen. But I agree, the 5 points animated, maybe might have just sold myself on it.
MC, his son loves that 5 points turtle set.
He really does. Like Right. No. You guys are
You
getting
can't even keep it going. You couldn't even keep it going with the straight
Yeah.
face.
The other
Duck
thing I
Collector.
from him
Okay.
is the Mirage Turtles. Like he kept the animated ones and gave me back the original set. So because he likes the sewer and the party wagon. So
Yeah.
it looks better with it.
Yeah, he gave you back the Mirage. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'll take that trade any day.
Yeah, it's a good trade. It's a good trade. You know. So, the collector says Mezco should do the Godfather movies. That could be fun. But we could just skip the third one, right? We don't need to do the third Godfather movie. Let's see. Oh yeah, Major Tot is shipping out too. How deep is that indie line gonna go, man? That'll be exciting to see.
I think it depends on like what the you gotta like look at it from the standpoint of like the company. They see numbers, they'll see
Yeah.
photos and stuff, but like that's what they base. I'm sure every company does it, but they base their decisions off of. So
Yeah.
you know how like pre-ordering is very important. I know a lot of people are skittish about it, but like if you have a couple of pre-orders, like indie goes up and then some people order it and then Tot goes up and some people order it, they like look at it and they'll go, well, it doesn't look like there's interest in the line, so why continue it? You know?
That's fair. That's fair. I still think someone needs to figure out a good way to just do some soldiers for Indy to beat up without, you know, putting a symbol on them, you know. But Storm Shadow is underrated. Machu, you got Storm Shadow, don't you?
Yeah, he was on my in my draft.
Yeah. In draft.
It's a great figure.
That's a good figure. Really good figure.
Man, Beast Boy saying Tracy, Casey, and if I had the Shadow are on his top list. I hope we get Doc Knock before Christmas. He wants to do some photos with it. Turtle 5-point set is very different from the 5 points, but the Batman is still great. Tracy line is definitely one of the best lines from Mezco, and those Mezco turtles as well. Definitely my top figures of the year, as well as Junkyard Joe. Junkyard Joe, I feel like was a nice little surprise kind of drop too. And I know Wade and Unparalleled is a big fan of it as well. He made Machu and I buy the comics. We were on a show and he wouldn't let us leave until we bought the comics so that we could read about Junkyard Joe. Paige, did you hear that Samurai Jack could potentially be Chamba's first Mezco? It's true.
I know, man. I heard. I remember
true.
when he was talking about that on the last episode. He said, "It'll take me a lot." It's it'll be cool to see. I want to see him unbox it if he gets it.
That'd be
You know?
yeah. Maybe it ends up being his figure.
you know?
Yeah, it's true. He should do it. Yeah, that's true. Like your first time, you should do it in front of everybody, right?
DC did.
Right.
It's the only way to learn.
I was gonna say CC's quiet over there. Just about is stopping by. Purple Gang saying Junkyard Joe is pretty great. Boba Chuck saying if you don't have him, jump on him. Purple Gang saying Necker Richard Simmons is his figure of the year. So
I knew he was gonna say that, man.
there you go. Figure
Shout
of
out
the
to
year.
Van, man. Van. I love Van.
He does that head swap on everybody.
Then Tracy came out and I told him, I was like, please don't put that head on there. He's like, you got it. You got it. He sends it to me. I'm like, oh man. Yeah. Van's a good guy. I like him a lot.
Yeah. We got a chance. No, go ahead, MC.
I was gonna say, is Van gonna do that with Tangerine as well?
Oh.
It would.
Look, Paige doesn't want him to. He doesn't want to give any ideas.
He'll do it.
I was gonna say we got to meet Purple Gang at Legion's Con, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, same way we're the warm up acts for the Fallen Fett, we were the warm up acts for their show.
Oh,
yeah. So, yeah. What? So I know we mentioned a couple of different figures and a couple of different people saying what their figures of the year are. What do you guys got in your top list this year? You don't have to give me the whole list, but what are you guys looking at for your top 5, or even if you want to give me your top 3, or we want to talk about your top 3, And I won't hold you to anything. Someone's DoorDasher is calling him. What's happening there?
I don't think it's me.
Oh,
I'm on my laptop, so it's not me.
yeah.
That wasn't me.
But
DoorDasher.
yeah, my second job actually. How much can I afford these Mezcos? But anybody got any surprising figures or any good stories for why their figures are on their top list this year?
I want to hear CC's. That way we can get
Yeah.
inside intel because we're supposed to be doing this draft. So I want to prep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
CC.
Man, there's a lot of great figures this year. So I haven't really sat down and gone over the list to see what is for me. But like the figures that I haven't really put away got to be up there. So for Casey Jones is a big one for me. Really, really, really like that one. Just a lot of playability. And the Mezco King Conan, that guy.
Oh yeah, that's a good figure. Yeah,
He's just the details and everything going on with that guy. It's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. And then to go with a third one, I'd probably have to put the Turtles set up there probably. I finally just got around to finally getting all the Turtles out of the package. It took me a long time to do. There's a lot to unwrap there as far as a set goes. That thing's deep. It's deep. So now that I've gotten them all out and had a chance to put them, behind the camera, I really enjoy that set.
Nice. Yeah, the Mezco Turtles were something special. To get 2 Mezco sets of turtles in a year was a blow to the wallet. And then there was rumor that there was going to be like a black and white set at New York Comic Con, and I was like, please God no. Like you do the Steve Carell give where it's like no God no. So that was thank goodness for that. But those Mezco they were pretty special. MC, what do you got? What are you thinking?
I like Spider-Gwen a lot because it's that new female body. That's a pretty fun figure. I know that won't ever be on CC's list, so I'm safe with that during my draft. So he doesn't get to feel the squishy. I like the Turtles a lot as well. I thought that was. See, you guys are going off the rails already.
Yeah, it's fine.
The turtle set was amazing. The Mirage. Now that I got it back, and then I'm gonna say probably I like Ulam Rook. I wish I got more hands on him. It's kind of like I don't know how familiar you guys are with Rumble Society, but it was the nemesis to the Void Cadet, Red-Eye Gomez, just because they reused some parts and stuff, but it was just really cool to see some translucent stuff from Mezco come out and tying into that comic really well that they did. So,
Paige?
I was taking notes.
These guys, you put the pencil down.
That's right. Draft strategy. You gotta have it. These guys, you gotta watch them. Biased, of course, Dick Tracy. I love that set. I love it. I haven't shot it as much as I want to, but I like that one. I really like Red Eye Knight. I just like the way he looks. And then I would say Ghost Spider. That female body is really cool. Really cool. And I don't think a lot of people picked up on it because the whole Fantastic Four and female body thing, and people are just like, But I think once Tangerine comes out, people mess with that because it's pretty much the same body. I think when people see that, they're gonna be like, oh, and then people will be on a little bit more on board with it. Macho, do you have Ghost Spider or no?
Yeah, I do. I believe I picked it up from, was it Boba Chuck?
Oh yeah, Boba's good.
He's a dude.
It's a good figure. I like the how it's like mixed media, I guess, right? Like it's plastic and it's seamless. Yeah, you can get a lot of poses out of it. The only thing I get worried about is because it's a white suit. I don't like to mess around with it too much because I don't want to get it dirty.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as Storm Shadow. I really love that figure,
Yeah.
but that thing has to stay in the box, and I have to wear gloves playing with it because I don't want it to get dirty.
No Cheetos.
Yeah, no flaming hot Cheetos.
No chips. You know, I gotta make sure everything's clean.
No shooting it outside either.
No shooting outside. No smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Chewy, do you hear that? No smoke, Chewy.
But Machu, you do a lot of dynamic posing. Man, I gotta tip my hat off to you for that Spider-Man mod you did.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that was so cool, man. But you do a lot of dynamic posing. So have you noticed with your Ghost Spider, you know how the pants, they're kind of like that pleather material? Have you had any breakdown?
No, not really. The stitching I was a little worried about, but the actual material didn't have anything. Didn't have any problems.
Nice.
But yeah, like Storm Shadow, I keep that figure in the box also. So.
Yeah. All
But
those
not
white
down in the
figures,
basement.
Oh yeah, don't do that. The deep dark babes.
So I know you guys made the joke earlier that Paige pays you well to stay on the show, and it's very clear because nobody mentioned another figure outside of Mezco in their top figures of the years. Do you guys buy anything else? Like, we don't have to only talk Mezco. It's okay. Like, this is an equal opportunity show.
Yeah.
I don't care if you picked up the Storks, for crying out loud, and you really like them. That's fine.
You know what figure I forgot about on the draft?
Which one?
Was the Yamaguchi Catwoman.
Oh,
I
completely the weird tongue.
Yeah, but like, it's just I forgot that she came out earlier in the year.
Yeah, and there was the we talked about the Poison Ivy too, right? The Moth X Poison Ivy. Yeah. There was just so much. I mean, I guess every year there's so much really good stuff that comes out. Looks like we got people chiming in too in the chat here. King Conan is definitely figure of the year for them. Mezco Shadow was a dream come true figure. Also, the direction they took and the look of the TMNT was awesome. That's true. I do love that it was like their own take, your own take on the Ninja Turtles. It wasn't completely comic. It wasn't completely cartoon. It was its own style. I like that a lot. Dom saying the Fantastic Four set. I mean, Matt, you've done some amazing stuff with that set. And actually, so has Henrock. Henrock showed a really good job with shooting that set.
He's so good, man. Jesus.
Yeah, it's not fair. It's really just not. Purple Gang saying OG Turtles are my definitive TMNT set, bar none. There you go. Spider-Gwen was most underrated figure of the year, in his opinion. Toy Page Squishy test. There you go.
Yeah, gotta do it.
Spider-Gwen or Mask. Spider-Gwen, Ian, or Mask, or Robin. Oh, Mask, as in the Mask. Okay, cool. Forgot about the Mask figure. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Is Tangerine is Tangerine on the squishy body?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I feel like we just talked about that too, and my brain just.
I felt like we kind of called that out, like in New York Comic Con too, like when we were looking at her. Yeah. Right. Like she looked like she was on the squishy body in the poses.
Bobachuck asking what do you guys think was the most underrated figure of the year from Mezco? And I might even say that out to any figure that you guys felt was underrated, whether it was for whatever reason.
Geez, all of them. They all caught flack, man. Every one of them until they came out, man. I remember like Dick Tracy, because it's like that generational disconnect.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, well, who's this guy in the the yellow coat? Nobody knew. And then Prune Face, I remember people would say, oh, that's Thanos. So as far as like a community thing, it would seem like every one of them was underrated. I don't know. Like, CC, what would you say like was your underrated one?
For me, man, I think it's the Golden Age Spider-Man or Classic Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
People people still kind of criticize that one, but talking about the size of the head or whatever. That figure is fantastic with the amount of accessories that you get. I mean, the box is literally bursting at the seams. That figure's great. Great. And to me, it's real comic accurate. I mean, it's not supposed to be screen accurate. It's comic accurate, in my opinion. That figure doesn't get enough respect. And you combine that one with Green Goblin, they're a perfect combo.
Yeah.
I'm all in with the Spider-Man line. I pre-ordered Doc Ock also.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah. They definitely have. Another one was Commander Snake Eyes. But that was also that was also at San Diego Comic-Con. I picked that up also. And I was messing around with that, and that poses really well. Like, it moves really well.
I don't gel.
I'm glad there's guys like you, Hanrock, Ian, and Jay Shot. Like, it's cool when like you have people that have experience in posing and patience, so they can kind of showcase some of that stuff. It just seems like a lot of times, I mean, naturally, because you see some of the poses during the solicitation, they can only go so far, and then and even at the shows, but people judge it on that, and then when it comes out to have the actual artists have them in their hands and showcase what they can do, the potential, it's cool. But unfortunately, it's too late.
Yeah, then everybody rushes to get it.
Yeah, you're shooting yourself in the foot, man. It sucks. It's a vicious cycle. Yeah.
Talking about a vicious cycle, now we're right back to where we were before, talking about telling everybody to pre-order everything just to be safe.
Not everything. Yeah. I still love what Machu like. But I know CC just said about Spider-Man, but that mod that he did, oh my god, I still can't get over that. I was like,
Machu, you don't have that near you, do you? Show it off.
I'll grab it. Hold on.
I'll
be right back.
Yeah. We got Mario here saying patience and posing go hand in hand. Put that on a shirt. There you go. All right. So like what you said, patience and posing go hand in hand. It wasn't lost on me, Mario. I know you don't do anything on accident. So, and then Mamby's boy says Solomon Kane Fire, and that one under the radar. I don't even know if I know what figure that one is. That may be
Mezco.
Which one was that one?
He was a Mezco. It was a great figure. I thought Robin caught a lot of hell with the solicitations, and when I got Golden Age Robin in hand, it was phenomenal figure. And then Amazing Yamaguchi Moon Knight.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That figure was that was the first one I ever got, and I was just blown away by the. It's totally different than Mezco, of course, because it's made for posing. It's but the dynamic posing on that was fun. That was a fun figure to mess with, and I didn't see a ton of photos from him or anything online.
You should ask CC about vehicles.
CC, are you a vehicle guy? Like Machu has a 2-car garage, but keeps his car outside of the garage because he's got so many 112 vehicles now that he can't park it inside. So, what's your go-to vehicle right now?
Paid promotion from Gridiron Studios coming.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, talking about for me? I'm not a real big. I think MC is the one that's really all in on the vehicles, man. I got the I stayed out of the, and I can blame these guys for this.
Yeah, blame away. I
was all out on the G.I. Joe Classified line. I completely gotten out. And then these guys start sharing the Vamp went back up for sale. And so I couldn't pass up that opportunity. And then, God bless Gridiron Studios and the stuff that they put out. So, I now have a, $300 Vamp behind me. So that's kind of where I draw the line, though. Other than that, I haven't really gone in too deep. MC can't pass up a HasLab. If it's got wings, MC's buying it.
All right. How many Bratz cars did you get?
I have a chopper behind me.
Yes. Paige has got a few Bratz cars.
Paige got some Bratz cars. Fleet of Bratz cars. There you go. Here, let me give you. There you go.
Oh wow!
And that's
Mafex posing right there.
So this is the amazing Yamaguchi 1.0 Spidey body and inside the suit.
Wow.
And
Did
it's
you have to sew it back together?
yeah, so I did the stitching in the back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I just used custom head sculpt to put on there that I got from actually from Henrock. But the suit hides all like the gappiness of like of a Yamaguchi figure in the joints, so that's why like I was actually going to use a different body, but then I was like, it's not fitting over this suit, right? I think it was the Romanki, the blank buck, but it was too big. So then I was just like, wait a second, I have this amazing the amazing Yamaguchi 1.0, but I'm not even using it because I have the 2.0, so I might as well just try to see if it fits inside the suit. And that just like it just I don't know, to me it just like works so well.
Nice. Yeah. You did a good job matching that paint too on the head sculpt to the body.
Yeah.
Pablo says he's printing his own 1/12 cars now. Are they going to be plunderling size though? Is that
He was printing out a truck, I believe.
Are you printing out a truck?
Like a pickup truck.
Like for plunderlings? Because that would be amazing, actually. That would be plunderlings going cruising in a pickup truck. Let's see. C Power says he made his own vamp out of the Cobra Stinger. I'm going to say that's impressive. Again, I don't joke, so I don't know what any of that means. So there you go. All right. Oh. Okay. What else, guys? What else you want to talk about? I know that so I asked this question backstage. I wanted to know what how the three of you guys came together. You know, I haven't heard the origin story, so I was curious to hear how you guys came together for sure. You're muted, Paige. You're muted. And CC.
Yeah. Is Paige going to tell the story?
Oh,
Okay.
Paige left. Oh, he's not. He left the room.
Muted.
Yeah.
Since he's muted, I'll tell him while he's away. So MC, I got acquainted with because I was doing a live video in another group. And I think I was talking about Mythic Legions, and his son was watching. And so we interacted, and then the relationship kind of took off from there. So I had to send MC his first Mythic Legion, kind of pass that on. It's always good to spread the sickness. So you always send them the first one free, right? Just to get them in there. And then me and Paige, you know, I'm one of those guys that I don't interact with a whole lot of people on social media because I know a lot of people can tend to get a little out of pocket sometimes. So I always kind of like to gauge personalities before I engage with anybody online.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so, you know, I had watched Paige and the way he interacted and everything. He seemed like cool people to me. So I was giving him a hard time over a Mezco release. And it was, if I remember, I think it was it Darkest Dawn Batman, I believe?
Yeah.
Darkest Dawn Batman, and I made the comment about interest-free loan to Mezco or something like that, or low interest loan, and you know, it was just all in good fun, though. So I think that's where it kind of come from. Is, you know, I'm not one of those guys that are internet trolls trying to, you know, rile anybody up or anything, but it was just all in good fun and all in good jest. But you know, that's where it all started from there. Was that engagement there?
Nice.
And,
He was that close to banning me. He was that close. That close.
No.
to build on CC and I's relationship, when my son Sawyer, he got the figures in the mail, he really liked them, and then CC was getting the HasLab Sentinel or some, I can't remember what it was, and he was trying to track down some old Marvel Legends, like the X-Men line. So my son, he was out of Legends. He's been out of Legends for a while, and he's like, hey, see if he wants these. So he sent, I don't know, he sent you a bunch, like I mailed him, but he's like, give him this one, that, you know, I pointed out like 8 Legends that we just mailed to him, and our friendship just really grew.
Nice.
Like, and I don't know, I think Paige met me and see like through through the group that we're in previously. I think that's how Paige and I started like the three of us just kind of started interacting, and then he asked us to come on, and he invited us over, and we never left. Basically,
Yeah.
Tell me
We're not leaving.
Yeah.
Once you let us in the door, just so you guys know.
I mean, we'll see you guys next Wednesday then. So, yeah.
What's for dinner?
Yeah. Oh. I mean, whatever you're cooking is for dinner. I mean,
Love that. Good job.
That's awesome, man. I love hearing origin stories, and I try to, Matt does a much better job of keeping up with everybody's streams, and I do the best I can, but I'm gonna try to go back and see the original beginnings. But you guys, 190 something episodes in, it's tough to go back and watch everything. But you guys get a great relationship and a great rapport, and I think Paige deserves a good ribbing every now and then, especially working for the companies. So yeah.
I don't work for them. I work with them.
With them. Okay, sorry.
With them.
With them.
Yeah.
What's your
distinction?
Your guys' origin story for that for us?
I was born a no. So Matu and I actually met. I'm sure you could tell by our athletic physiques. We actually met at a CrossFit gym. Don't laugh too hard at that, Paige. All right,
I'm not.
For real. God,
I'm envisioning.
You're envisioning. It's just like, hey, bro, are my pecs swole? And he's like, yeah, bro, we should do a podcast. That's not how it happened at all. So we actually, you're muted, Matt. Whatever you're saying, the gold that's coming out of your mouth right now.
This was back in 2018, by the way. Just to give some time frame.
So this is 2018, and Matt and I met at a CrossFit gym. I've worked my whole life in production. I now work in advertising, and Matt, obviously, you've seen genius with the camera. The guy who ran the CrossFit gym put us together, and we started hanging out and started bringing Matt on shoots. I have a great story with Matt's first shoot. I had sent Matt the call sheet, and he was asking, he was going to be on a shoot, and we were a big commercial shoot, kind of upstate New York. And I was like, listen, man, whatever you do, don't talk to the director. Don't look at the director in the eye. He's kind of a jerk. Just, talk to me and you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, okay. Like, you tell, like, first time he's going to be on like a big set, and he's like freaking out.
I was nervous. I was really
nervous. Legit nervous. I could tell in his voice when I was telling him. He gets the call sheet and he sends a screenshot of the director, and it's me. And he goes, "You idiot!" So we just kind of bonded from there, and then COVID hit, and he's like he told me about his secret Instagram account that was Machu Toy, and he bought me my first figure, which I think was Figure Arts Hulk.
No,
and
actually,
no.
What was it? Now that I remember, was it that Wolverine?
Oh yeah, that was because that's when we were working out in the gym. Yeah, when it was the like retro carded Wolvie.
Yeah.
But the first import, that's why I remember it, was the Figure Arts Hulk, which I love. Still do. And then and now we're here, and we started the podcast because we kept saying in the car while we were traveling back and forth to toy shows, it's just like, we should really do this for other people to listen to and see if anybody will actually listen to it. And here we go, 2 episodes away from episode 100 because people keep tuning in for some odd reason. We appreciate you guys. Ridiculous choice on your end, but hey, we're thankful for it. So,
and it gives us the opportunity to meet other streamers.
Dude, yeah,
hang out, talk.
Yeah,
it's just basically just a like a Google chat, Google Hangout.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's an excuse. It's an excuse to meet people and talk about stuff that we all love, and be a part of this community. And I want to shout out Work More or Less and Jason. We got the chance to work with him on some stuff, and he was our first guest almost 2 years ago, over 2 years ago at this point. So
I think he was also like the first person that we met in the toy community, right? Like that wasn't just like at a random toy show.
Yeah.
And then since then on, it was just like it started snowballing and meeting other people. And then we're like, all right, let's go to like other like conventions, like San Diego. Let's crash that. Let's go.
Right.
We don't have tickets to get into San Diego. Let's just see if we can find our way in. And we managed to do that last year.
Yeah. Yeah. Last year I think that was kind of like that was our canon event, right? Like going to San Diego and crashing and just making that decision to just go and not just book a flight and book a hotel and say, screw it, we'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah.
Wow. And that was a blast, I mean,
that was the first time we met Paige too.
Yeah. First time we met Paige. Cheney, the Toy Migos took us in, a little bit. We helped out with some streaming there. Got to meet a ton of people on the West Coast. But it was cool. That was when we decided, I think that's when we really decided we were in. And that's when I knew that my kids would never go to a real college because I would be buying action figures. And, that's how things, it's fine. They're not going to need college. They're talented in other ways. They'll be okay. So, but, yeah. And then just, from that it grew. And like people like grown ass man toys that we love seeing all the time. And, Paige and MC and CC getting to meet you guys tonight, and building relationships from there. Toy Rensu finally showing up, hitting us with the "Sup nerds." So, Dom talking about upstate New York. That was a trip. Don't ever trust Dom for directions. That's all I'll say. Dom gives directions like the Riddler. Not a joke. I wish that was a joke. I gotta screenshot that text message and have it already. When the trees go from 2 to 3, what, dude? Just tell me where to turn. So, but yeah, Jason, we love you, man. Love you too. Yeah, Jason is good peoples. He is definitely good peoples. Let's see. Dom says, I met Mario, Machu, J-Shot in the same day. I met Mario. He introduced me to Machu. Machu introduced me to J-Shot. Mario enabled me on Friends. There you go. Points to Mario for enabling Dom on Friends. There you go. And Unworthy Collector says, hey, Machu, you look nice tonight. And
thank you.
I have to say to you, Unworthy, how dare you? How dare you? Anyway, we'll go with that. But yeah, that's our origin story. And here we are now with you guys hanging out, talking about Mezcos, and pretending to be somewhat professional on a stream. What?
Did you guys have a favorite since you've been doing these? Like, because you said you went to Legion's Con, you did San Diego, New York. Did you have a favorite con this year?
Go ahead, Machu.
I mean, I think each con is different on its own, right? So, like, New York Comic Con, we had the least expectations because we've always gone to New York Comic Con, right? And then we kind of felt like last year after going to San Diego, we were, like
let down.
We were kind of let down. But this year, I felt like there was a little more effort. Like J-Shot, you would say like there was more effort to actually enjoy, because it was like there was more people from the East Coast that were going, and we wanted to make that time, mean something for people who were coming to the show and meeting up with us. We get to hang out. We get to hang out after the show, and I thought like Legion's Con was great also because it's everybody staying at the hotel. That was that time. Like this Legion's Con, we actually stayed the first night. We stayed overnight at the hotel, so we got to hang out, do the whole like Legion's Con thing, hanging out in the lobby, drinking in the bar in the Irish pub, and just waking up the next day and just being like, what the hell did I spend my money on? And then San Diego, I felt like we did it last year. We had a bunch of our friends come with us this year. Like even my sister tagged along, and I was just like, all right, this is for them to experience for the first time. So I'd rather them really experience it. And like, we can just sit back and just relax and have a good time hanging out with, our buddies all at the Content House. We got to go to the Hasbro breakfast. And then I got to go to the McFarlane event.
Nice.
And then like, it was just a different experience of just like, actually like the curtains being pulled a little bit behind. So that way we could see what goes on with like all the toy events. Like even just hanging out with, I got to hang out with June from Jada. Yeah. Like the first night we were all going to a bunch of bars, and that was just fun. Yeah, I don't know which one was my favorite. I honestly like now that I look back at it, because each of them, even they even had a Toy Migos meetup, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go fly back and I'll hang out with you guys for that weekend.
You were nuts for that, yeah.
So I've gone to the West Coast like 3 or 4 times this year, just to hang out.
Yeah, I do. I agree. Each con is different, and each con has a different vibe. I think, Matt's right in the sense that like New York Comic Con, because we're in New York, right? It's like, okay, it's New York Comic Con. I mean, I've been going to New York Comic Con since my daughter was born regularly, right? Like my kids have grown up going to New York Comic Con. Like that's a regular thing for them now. So there's always this kind of thing where it's like, all right, Comic Con's here, but like, yeah, like we made an effort this year. It's like you have home field advantage. I feel like when Comic Con rolls around, it's the opposite. It's like a home field disadvantage because you're like, all right, I got to go trudge back home, or like I still got to do work, or I still got to go home and take out the garbage or something like that. Like stupid stuff. We were worried about it, and we made a conscious effort this year to be like, if the floor closes at 6, we're there until 5:58. And then we're going to try to go out and drink with people and have fun with people and grab dinner and stuff. I think one night we didn't leave the city till midnight. And I can't tell you the last time it wasn't a work related reason I didn't leave the city till midnight, like this, like it was a lot of fun. I mean, San Diego, the Content House, I think is what made that place special. And again, meeting the people on the West Coast that you don't always see. Mm-hmm. Matt, you missed RubenCon. RubenCon is a thing.
Oh yeah,
now.
RubenCon for
Legion's Con. Yeah.
Precursor to Legion's Con?
Yeah, right before Legion's Con. Yeah, everybody gets together in the bar and everybody eats a Reuben sandwich. We'll have T-shirts next year for RubenCon. Machu Toy and Ender Shadow. Yeah, Carl, Ender Shadow are the founding members of RubenCon. It is a serious thing that we are doing. No, not a joke. CC's like, I can't tell if CC's really into Rubens or like, what the hell is this guy talking about? But no, RubenCon is a thing. We're going to have shirts next year. I'm telling you. Yeah. Big melty Reuben sandwich right here, so that when you spill your Reuben on it, you don't know. That's the way it works. Pablo,
I don't know how you missed RubenCon. You were there. We said we're all going to the we're going to the pub.
Pablo, that shows me you don't watch the show enough, because I think we talked about RubenCon more than we talked about any con leading up to RubenCon.
Pablo was actually sitting with us, on our podcast before we went to the pub.
It's right. That's right. So, and we were worried. The waitress was like, "This is a lot of Reubens," and we were like, "What do you mean?" And,
what do you mean?
We were worried. We were worried that they were going to sell out. So, but Carl Woolley says any good a good cheesesteak beats a Reuben. I mean, look, everyone's entitled to their opinion, even if it's wrong. It's fine. So, we could do it. But
I do love a good cheesesteak, though. So
I mean, look, we're
But I was waiting all year for that Reuben at that pub.
Right. It's a special thing. It's a special thing. So, but yeah, I Legion's Con, though, man, it's something special in its own right. So here you go. Reuben's a good attitude is not female fake. He didn't say he doesn't like female fakes. He said he doesn't like playing with female fakes. He will collect them and keep them in the basement, but he will not play with them.
That's right.
So, Lago, no, not Reuben Stuttered. Not Reuben Stuttered Con. That's a different con. Different con.
Oh, no. That's a different Reuben.
Different con. That is a good throwback. Different Reuben. Different con.
Yeah.
Different con. But yeah, man. I mean, and I think a lot of people say this, but it's the actual truth, right? Like, the best part of collecting toys and being in this community is the community, and that's what we love. And every con has given us access to different people. And that's what made each of those cons special. The West Coast is people we only get to see on the West Coast. New York Comic Con is more of the people that we have here, but other people fly in for it. And then we try to make a different experience. And then Legion's Con people are still flying in for that, but it's different people that fly in for New York Comic Con. I mean, Josh Brown and 78 points. 78 points showed up. It's a very different thing. So, I don't know.
I feel like Legion is becoming a bigger convention in the community though. Like people are now debating on flying out for Legion's Con, even if they don't collect Mythic Legions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm sure once they start seeing it, they're gonna make it happen. Johnny's asking when we're doing MachuCon. So
don't put that on me.
I didn't put that on you. Johnny put that on you.
Damn it, Johnny.
So there you go.
I might have to make that happen. That sounds like a villain though, MachuCon.
MachuCon? It does.
Yeah.
It kind of does. MachuCon. Yeah. So yeah. Hello. Hello, DoorDash. Yes, one Reuben, please. Hungry now. Uh-oh.
I was asking you guys because I'm trying to get these two guys to go. I mean, MC and I, we'll go to MegaCon because he's close, and we'll do that. But still trying to get CC to, come to one of these. So I'm hoping we can get him to go one day.
See, I mean, CC, what's holding you back, and I will give you a reason to go.
Man, it's just the I'm in Michigan, so there's nothing close.
Sure.
So everything's going to be travel, and then with my job, it doesn't lend too well to those type of things. I think the place would fall apart if I ever left too long. But I'm going to try it. We're going to get one. I got to knock it off the bucket list. I've never done it, so we got to get it off there.
I'd be honest with you. I mean, I don't know. I'm curious what everybody else thinks. My opinion, if you're going to come out for one and knowing that you're already in Legions or like at least Figure Obscura, come out for Legions Con. It's a lot more low key. It's in a hotel. The con itself is in the hotel, so you get a room, you hang out with people. You don't have to like travel anywhere, and it's just you get to spend all that time with everybody in the community, and it's everybody's in one place, and I think that's what makes it good.
And there's like a lot of stuff that you could pick up, like either like dioramas, painted head sculpts, different accessories, and it's becoming more of like people who make things in the community. They show up there, and that's where you can, find all these talented artists, bring stuff home for your toy photography, for your collection. I feel like that's also another incentive to go to Legion's Con, because like some of these things you can't really get anywhere else unless you buy it online from them. But they're always putting their best foot forward and showing all all this great stuff that they have to offer. Like I don't know I don't think I bought that many Legions this year, but I definitely bought a bunch of Dios and Dio pieces.
You built a bunch of Legions, though.
I mean, yeah, I guess I did 4. Right?
Where's MegaCon? Where's MegaCon?
Or Orlando.
That's Orlando. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've gone to that one. When is that one?
It's going to be in February. It's an interesting one. COVID affected everything, and so it's a pretty good sized convention when it was at its peak. I think they usually do between 65 to 80, and then MC can tell you, the year that he came, it was wall to wall people, and so it's steadily coming back. And this year, so far, they have a decent lineup, but I think they're waiting. They're kind of holding their cards with the big stars. But they have some great artists that come there, mainly the name ones. I think Frank Miller's going to be there this time. But then they have some pretty good stars. I think I got a lot of signatures from there, like Frank Miller, John Bernthal, Charlie Cox. The guy that played Kingpin was there.
Nice.
And I think this year they're just kind of waiting till the last minute to announce these big stars. But it's I don't know numbers wise what's the difference between New York. Like, do you guys know what the average number is for them usually?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really do math. I just pulled up the guest list. It looks like everybody who's ever been on a CW show is going to be there. They've got like pretty much the entire cast of The Flash, the entire cast of Arrow, Smallville, Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club will be there.
Yeah.
No Sydney Sweeney. Sorry, MC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My plus one.
Yeah. Ben McKenzie will be there who played on the OC and that Gotham show, I guess, if you didn't watch the OC, but we all watched the OC. Let's be fair. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right.
Legions was there last year or this year, so they had a booth that they did like I guess a collab with. They shared a booth, and they were there. It was pretty good, but
nice guys. Jeremy was there. That's where I met Jeremy.
The Horsemen were there. They were also at Designer Con right after Legions Con.
Yeah. I don't know how they had stock. That's what my question is.
Like, I'm from Michigan originally too, and honestly, it's nice to get a break from that weather. Like in February, that's why I'm trying to tell CC, just come down, crash at my house, and I live in the Tampa Bay area, so we can. It's an hour and a half. We can run over there for the day, or go spend some time at the parks too, and meet up with Paige. So, like, come on down, CC. Free place to stay in February.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
Just no Speedos inside the house, please. Wear it outside.
Nothing inside the house.
Hey, Shai, we've had a few jobs in the Tampa area around.
I was just looking to see if I could coordinate something. Maybe we got to do a location scout. So
nice. Yeah. St. Pete, Tampa. Which part?
St. Pete, actually.
That's where actually I live. St. Pete.
Is that where you live? Yeah.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Area. Very great area.
So we do a lot. Maybe it's more in the Tampa area, I guess now, or St. Pete, but like we do a lot at the Ringling Brothers school.
Oh,
yeah. Parish, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where did you say?
Parish. That's it's just that's kind of like their winter home.
Yeah. So we'll most likely be down there in a couple months. So
nice.
It's where our main studio is. So yeah.
Johnny was clearing things up. It's actually a convention.
Oh, okay.
Filipino Matthews together.
Got you.
Yeah, totally makes sense. Yeah,
got you. Okay. And now you don't have to all fight Highlander style, right? We're not like there can only be one type of thing.
Well, well, there's also customs by Machu, and he's not Filipino.
That's true. That's true. Joe Fest. Where's Joe Fest? Is in
Atlanta,
Georgia?
Right?
Atlanta.
Yeah.
There you go. There's also I also want to do C2E2. I think that one's big
in Chicago, right?
Chicago, yeah.
Years and years ago. That's a good place. I like Chicago's fun. Small doses.
Yeah, I would go to C2E2.
Yeah, go to C2E2. Why not? We gotta make our list.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we buy less figures, do more cons. It'll never happen. We'll end up doing both and be broke again. What's the difference?
Don't do that.
Why do we lie to ourselves? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
I'm not sure if PowerCon is happening this year in 2025. Remember that somebody said that they were skipping, or I'm not exactly sure, so don't quote me. Actually, but PowerCon is also on my list of cons to go to.
Let's see, PowerCon.com. Oh, I don't think this is right. I don't think this is the same thing.
Careful.
This looks like a convention for people who like a Con Edison type of thing. Will actually do power grids.
Is this like a Wicked Mattel Toys website?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
Wow.
Yikes.
I knew you'd come through in the clutch. I knew it.
Yikes. Well, we'll move on from defying gravity there and keep this mood train going. Dom says, and that guy who dressed like Mid-Coast Machu that time didn't disclose his ethnicity. So there you go.
It's true. Yeah.
That man, we will never know who that guy is. So, but all right, boys, we're starting to hit that time period. And there you go. Is that how you spell it? I thought it was Chi-Town. Chi-Town? I don't know. I'm not the guy to pronounce things. So, sounds like somebody's microwave is done. Is it?
It's laundry.
Somebody's frozen. All right.
I didn't turn on my laundry.
Somebody's frozen burrito is done. Time to wrap up the show. We are getting close to that mark, man. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to touch on. I think we talked a lot of Mezco tonight, which I'm surprised by. I don't know.
Sorry. It's the charm of the show.
Yeah.
We talk about a lot of stuff. So like, when you asked us about our list, what about you guys? Like your list. Do you guys have some standouts that you have, not from Mezco, but like anything else, like Joe's?
So,
I don't know what you guys all collect.
I mean, I'm an emotional list maker, right? Like for figures, like on my list are these turtles, right? The punk turtles. Like, because I remember these episodes as kids, and I never thought we would get these. So this stood out to me, right? Like, these were like really big. This was a really big moment for me this year. The Dick Tracy figures on my list, even though I've barely opened it, but I opened it with my dad at Thanksgiving, and he was astounded by it. So like that was a moment for me, right? Like, my dad's not a toy guy, and like he's like, look at the watch, and it's got the spark things, like, and I was like, this is awesome. Like, like that was right. Like, that's all I've that 15-20 minutes of an interaction. That's all I've gotten with Dick Tracy. Top of the list because of that moment alone. The Jack Kirby figures on my list, because who the hell thought we were going to get a Jack Kirby figure? Like things like that. I mean, the Mezco Turtles are amazing. Mezco Casey Jones is amazing. There's a lot of, I'm predominantly a turtle guy. There's a lot of turtles that came out this year. But yeah, I mean, that's the,
you got 2 sets from Mezco, technically 3 sets from Mezco, if you count the 5 points.
The Sentinel, yeah, I got 3 sets, the Sentinel 2-pack. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I need some kind of like reimbursement program or something if you guys are gonna keep the turtles out. So, or from NECA. Somebody needs to give me a turtle reimbursement. Somebody needs to just take pity on me for making too many turtle things. Be like, listen, we know that you're dumb with your money. Here's an extra $5. So yeah. Well,
I believe it was like 2022, 2023. I mean, I think it was 2022. We were like, I'm just gonna stick to one thing, and it's turtles.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it just
every company heard you?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Because every company's making turtles.
Every company saw my weakness and decided to exploit it this year. Yeah, I should have done the math, and it was like, hold on, maybe I don't do turtles. It's their 40th anniversary next year. Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
No, that was this year. It's over.
Okay.
Yes, Paige, it was bad. It was very bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Claim them on your taxes.
Yeah. No, I'm now eating the recalled ramen because I can't afford the regular ramen. Yeah. So yeah.
That's dangerous.
So, I know. That's the risk we must take now.
I think they're back on Fortnite too, by the way. The turtles.
Oh, the guys from Fortnite? Oh. But yeah, I think you talked about your figs. Did you got anything else besides Mezco though that you wanted to put on that list?
Me?
Who, me? Or who was it? Me? Machu?
Matt, Machu, sorry.
Yeah, Machu, yeah.
I mean, I had who did I had Storm Shadow. Who else was on there? I was debating on putting Doom on there. He's a really good figure too.
DC will allow it.
Yeah, he will. It'll roll over. He'll be like, it's good. It has a 10-year.
And you took Dick Tracy from the draft, so I couldn't use that one.
This is your list. It doesn't have to be a draft.
Oh yeah. Well, Dick Tracy, yeah. But like, I'm not even that huge. I'm not a big Dick Tracy fan, but I can appreciate the figure because like that 2-pack is really well done.
Yeah.
Right. Like all the accessories, like even the coffee, like him with holding the coffee mug. I was just messing around with him and the coffee mug for like a good, like half an hour to 45 minutes. Just like this was during the Toy Migos meetup because that's when I got it. And even Cheney saw that like I was having a good time just messing around with that set. I have Prune Face. I still haven't opened it yet. And what else? There's a whole bunch that I have not opened because I've gotten them so quickly. Like since New York Comic Con, I've gotten Popeye, the Decapods, what else? Doc Knock. Doc Knock, I got to mess with Chase Shots because he opened that like the night we got home.
Yeah.
I barely opened the Decapods because it was just like I opened it. I'm like, oh my god, there's a lot of stuff in here. I'm overwhelmed. When I get overwhelmed by like that much stuff in the trays, I'm just like, all right, let me put this aside for later. And then something else came in. I just got what was it? The recent Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Silver Centurion.
Yeah, yeah, that one. Did I say Popeye? I got Popeye.
Yeah, you said Popeye. Yep.
The Gwen, that was the one that started it off with like. Yeah, I got a lot of Mezcos this year. A lot
to get this year. There's a lot to get this year.
Paige's lights on. Keep buying them.
Yeah.
Casey.
Yeah.
Commander Snake Eyes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I pre-ordered him, and like I had gotten him at San Diego, but I saw that Henrock was on the line after I had gotten it, and I was like, I don't think he's gonna be getting it because they're gonna run out before he gets up. So then I told him, I'm like, I'll let you take mine because I know you're gonna go home immediately and start taking pictures.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just wait for mine to come in from the pre-order. So yeah, he's done so much with it that I haven't even taken any pictures of my Casey because I'm like, there's nothing left to take pictures of with Casey because he's done it all.
Yeah, man. He's like, he kills it, man. When he did Joe,
dude.
The shots he did with Joe, he did with like short round, and he just keeps. I don't know how he has time to do it.
I think, yeah, when he got that at New York Comic Con because they had there was a booth that had it early. He had to just pay a little more, but he got a whole bunch of stuff like signed. And I remember, I think he just instead of hanging out after New York Comic Con with everybody, he just went straight home. He went straight home.
He went right to the lab.
That's it.
Yeah. He knocks them out in one day when he gets them.
Yeah. Dom's right. Yeah, he's so fast. He just gets him. He goes home. Yeah, literally he goes home. I always picture like he walks in the door, like pats his kid on the head, and then just like keeps walking. You know, like Daddy's got to go take pictures now of toys. And we're like, miss you, Daddy. Yeah. So. But,
yeah, he's such a cool guy, man. That was the first time I met him at New York, and he like come over and we were just talking and stuff like that, and he did his thing, went around the booth and stuff like that, but he still take time to like talk to everybody. He's a good guy, man.
Yeah,
picked his brain a little bit. Like I was like, damn, man, how you do it? He's like, yeah. I hope I'm not calling him out or anything, but he's like,
oh, he's here. Man, you just called him out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I mean like secrets, secrets and stuff. Like
we said his name 3 times. He appeared.
Yeah.
So.
I know, there he is. but we were talking about. I was like, man, I really admire like the fact that you can just do so many shots. And he's like, yeah. And he told me this in New York. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to slow down. And then this. I'm like, what's he slowing down? I was like, jeez, he's not stopping. He just keeps going.
His slowdown is like my full speed. Yeah. So right? Like, yeah. So.
What are your guys' most anticipated figures for next year?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I guess for me now it's the Mezco cap.
Yes.
Because I was hoping it would be here before the end of the year, but I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon.
I'm trying to think of what I pre-ordered.
It doesn't have to be Mezco, Jay-Shot.
No, I know. I was literally trying to think about
Mezco, but they keep talking about it.
Indy.
Trying to think about what I pre-ordered. I think Indy will be here before next year. Because I was going to say Ghost, but the Ghost will be here before next year. I don't know, man. NECA just keeps turning out figures, man. I'm just, they just did another drop of 4 more figures. Yes, like this week.
Yeah, the
Thankfully,
leather
there's
head and
that Leatherhead is incredible in person too. So I'm excited. But yeah, I don't know. God, sorry, I'm cutting somebody out.
Those Medi Toys turtles.
The Medi Toys turtles. So, maybe we'll get the 4th turtle finally from Fury Toys. At this point, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. What do we? So what do they call them? It was what? What was Leo was not a Leo. Spring, and I know Donnie was autumn. Mikey, oh no, Mikey's spring. So I guess Raph is going to be winter or fall. I was like, yeah, maybe we get that finally. I don't know, dude. I don't even know. I'm just excited. Oh, I'm excited for the new big Sentinels to come out from Hasbro. Right, like those, stay on my branding there. But I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the X-Men show to come back too. So, what does he need for a custom? Which one? Oh,
Either.
Mayfair Julie.
Yeah.
Need one for a custom.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
CC, what are you looking forward to?
Yeah.
Oh, mine's easy. It's got to be Thor after today's announcement. Been waiting on Thor for a minute. Like I said, it's gonna be difficult to live up to the hype on that one.
Okay.
They haven't disappointed so far though, so I'm gonna ride with it.
Paige, what about you, man? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Oh, no worries. There's a bunch of stuff that's different. If you get a chance, especially you guys, because you were there, and I know you guys took a bunch of pictures, but if you get a chance, throw it up side by side. There's a lot of differences even from the show. So I'm excited to see this year what that figure looks like later on when they kind of fine tune some things. Because I think it's projected to come out before San Diego, but
oh wow,
you never know. Well, was it March? February, March. Yeah. So we'll see.
Nice. C Power says Hot Toys artisan Jack Sparrow. There you go. That's a different one. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Oh. Machu, that Hot Toys Jinx isn't going to release for 2 years, right? It's 2026, I think they said.
Yeah.
Did you hear the pain in his voice? Yeah.
I didn't get the Ecto HasLab because Jinx has been sitting in my cart for God knows how long now. But speaking of Hot Toys,
what do you got? What'd you get?
Something came in the other day. Which I'm taking out of the shipper.
Ooh. Oh, the Deadpool showed up. Nice. Yep. That'll be good. Stop motion?
I don't know. I don't know what this.
78 showed up. Saying Bud's Eye nerds. There you go. Love that. Cindy's here as well. There you go. Speaking of Hot Toys. What's up, Paige? There you go. Oh, there you go.
Hey, man.
Yeah, there you go. Paige, what are you excited for next year?
Oh, gosh. That Rattler. I'm really excited about that. Even though I haven't opened up the other stuff.
Did you get the Dragonfly?
Yeah, it's in a box over there. Along with the Hiss tanks. It's just there. But I remember seeing that at San Diego, and I kept thinking to myself, man, I hope all these tiers unlock. Because you guys saw it. It just looked really good. A lot of good childhood memories and stuff like that. These companies, they know what they're doing. Like you said with Dick Tracy, they just stoked that nostalgia fire. But it's cool. It's cool to think about this year, how we're talking about all these figures. I that's why I just don't understand how anybody could not be happy, man. There's so many companies doing so many different, iterations of these characters, and if you don't like one, you can jump on over to Fury, and if you don't like the Mezco Turtles, and there's just been so much coming out. I don't see how anybody can not be happy with anything that, all the offerings that came out. There's just so much, man.
There's a lot to be right. There's always going to be something to be mad about. But there's so much to be happy about. Choose your poison, I guess. So
yeah, getting me nervous. They They're bored with the line. Oh no, I was reading what 78 Point said.
Yeah.
No, I think we talked about it earlier. A lot of that, it just depends on collectors' interest, man. If you're interested in line, the best thing to do is invest in it. I know it's pre-ordering, and a lot of people are, you know, different financial positions, especially going into the next year. But if you like something, I would highly recommend supporting it because that's the only way they can gauge if they want to keep going on with the line.
That's true. Yeah.
Can I tell you a quick story, real quick?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's your show
MC's
too.
like, oh, this ain't gonna be quick. So a perfect example of that is like the Dick Tracy line. Like when the Dick Tracy line first came out, it had a lot of negative pushback on it, the generational thing.
Yeah.
And so not a lot of people pre-ordered it, right? But then they had Prune Face or vice versa. But there wasn't a lot of interest in it. So when people pre-order, the numbers are low. And so what happens is when you have that, they just see that the interest isn't going. And so if they have a character selection that's already mapped out, what do? They say, oh, there's not a lot of interest in this. We might as well cut the production numbers on some of these future releases because there doesn't seem like a lot of interest. So it sucks. It's almost like you're investing into the line later on. So you know how people complain about stuff that, oh, why did this sell out really quickly? It's because they're going by the metrics of whatever happened previously. All those companies, they do that.
Yeah.
There's no point in making a bunch of a bunch of units for a character if there wasn't any initial interest in it. So like you said earlier, if you like something or you're even on the fence about it, yeah, not trying to pressure anybody to pre-order, but if you're interested in something, try to support it because otherwise they're just gonna be like, let's move on. And that's the bad thing about Mezco is that part where people see the solicitation, like the turtles, and they go, nah, not into it.
Right. And then they hit, and everybody's all over them again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got the aftermarket, and that just creates more collecting frustration because, people maybe scooped up 2 or 3, and now that this offering has come out and it's a really good offering, and you missed out on it, and you want to play catch up, but you can't do it because the production number is low, and the people that have it aren't going to let it go cheaply because they know the production number is low.
Right.
And now you're frustrated because you got to pay aftermarket. That's a cute little baby.
I was just gonna say, but you're in the middle of a real story here, and Machu's like, "Look at my baby Deadpool."
He's adding levity to the situation.
It's true. He's adding levity.
That's why
That's very true. That's very true. Dom says he needs to see what Mezco does with Shredder. I agree. That is just how good that Casey was. I want to say, and now that you've got, now that Mezco's got the. Why can't I think of the female buck that we just talked about? The Gwen. Yeah. I want to see Agent Orange. I want to see
April.
April.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that. An army builder too. The old foot soldiers. I don't know.
Oof.
God, it could broke as hell already just thinking about it. But so there you go. There you go. Paige killing it by Giovanni there. So, what else? So who's got offers on my blank? 78. You learn nothing. If Prune Face and the Tracy 2-pack didn't sell well, why did they continue with blank? Could have already been in production, right?
That's what I was saying. Like if you have a rollout for it, you say, oh, we're gonna do A, B, and C. That's why I was mentioning the production number. So like let's say you have those 3, the other 2 don't go well. You already had plans for the third one. Are you gonna still put out that? I'm making this up. Would you still put out that 10,000 units that you were gonna do for whatever that third figure was? You're like, no. Yeah. And I'm not saying that they did this, but what would you do? You say, okay, well, it's not going to sell. Let's say if it didn't sell well, let's just cut the production number of units. We'll make it an exclusive. We'll make it limited.
Right.
So
Paige
Yeah,
said it. Mezco needs 10,000 units to produce.
Okay,
Right.
here we go.
It's what we heard. It's what we heard. It's what we heard. Otherwise, you got to get it on the aftermarket. That's what I heard. So, but yeah, man, I'm thoroughly impressed with the Dick Tracy line. I'd love to see it continue if it does. I mean, you throw a turtle sticker on a piece of garbage, and I'll probably end up buying it anyway. It's, I mean, just at this point, what am I doing with my life if I'm not buying more turtles? So, but yeah, I mean,
What is
I'd
it
be
much?
curious.
Oh, the dog pool. Sorry.
Oh, Dogpool. Sorry. Good.
Yeah.
Save me with Dogpool here.
I
Look at that.
really wanted to chase
Does it come with-
I've only been holding this up for like a minute and a half, and you were looking down away.
because I was disappointed in
going on a
myself.
monologue.
There's so much detail. It's nice.
At least you weren't holding up a heavy figure. Relax. It's not like you were holding. It's not like you were holding up Giant Man. Remember, we met at the gym. Your arms are big. You're good. You're fine. 78 is going to blame you no matter what, Paige. So don't worry about it. Yeah. All right. Well, go. You want the classic Marvel line to continue? Make sure you're going and pre-order Thor. I'm sure. There's plenty of pre-orders for that one now. But
Who else would you want to see from the Marvel line like next?
Classic?
Mm-hmm.
Classic Hulk. Classic Hulk.
Classic Hulk.
Yeah.
How about a Mach 1 or Mark 1? Not Mach 1. Mark 1 Iron Man.
I kind of want a Hawkeye.
War Machine.
I can see War Machine. Yeah.
Yeah. War Machine be good.
Wasp or Vision?
Classic Punisher. CC said Black Widow. Just kidding.
Classic Scarlet.
Any female from the MCU. No. CC, who do you want to see? Like,
Man, Thor is such a big knockoff on my list. I don't know if I've ever thought past him yet. Any of the classic stuff, though, I love all the. To me, that stuff just fits right into Mezco's wheelhouse. Any of those classic figures,
Cool.
Like a classic Loki?
Hawkeye would be great. Hawkeye would be. That's right up Mezco's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pablo says classic
Maybe
Hawkeye and Black Widow 2-pack. That'd be cool.
That would be really good if they made
oh,
it.
That'd be
yeah,
good.
that would be.
Do the classic Black Widow with the high collar. Yeah.
They teased that, but it was the MCU version. They had a catalog, and it was like they teased
Black
that they
Panther.
were gonna. Yeah, no, they had Black Widow, and it just had the Black.
No, I know.
Widow.
Yeah.
But it's never come out. Probably a good thing that it didn't.
Ian
'Cause
wants Golden Age Penguin. That'd be cool.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah, man.
In that in those DC colors too, that like purple with the yeah, that'd be fun. So
Umbrellas with tricks.
yeah,
Oh yeah, like a little attachment on the top, like you just
yeah,
it has like the gun one, but like you just put it on the front, sticks on there like a pair.
Yep.
we good.
Riddler.
Vision would be killer. Yeah, Riddler.
Black Cat would be great too.
To go with the Spider-Man line. Yeah.
Yes.
I think CC said, didn't you say like Scarecrow, or I know you're probably down for all of them, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Scarecrow would be. That's another one. Awesome. Awesome.
Scarface.
Oh, that would be good. They did that before.
You're talking Scarface like
It
Al
was
Pacino Scarface, or you're talking Scarface like the puppet?
The puppet.
Batman
like, with the
Scarface.
ventriloquist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. With the
You're talking animated series, yeah.
yeah. Hey, they're doing the animated series. You never know.
Yeah, 5 points.
No, they're gonna be
Oh.
doing.
Oh,
one
that's
channel,
right.
too.
That's right. Right. That's right. That'd be an interesting jump. Batman, Joker, Scarface. What?
Yeah.
Uh,
I know
I see
MC
what
said he wanted the Sydney Sweeney. What's her name? Anna Corolla's Spider Girl, whatever it is, the one that's in all black outfits.
That movie's
But the Sydney Sweeney edition.
Is that your movie of the year, MC?
Only the parts that she was in, I think, right?
yeah, like 3.5 minutes total. I watched that movie.
Here's the lead up joke.
Yeah.
No,
She
no,
went
I
to-
thought he was gonna do.
With
Mr.
with my
RoboCop.
what was that line with my mother in the Amazon when he died? Like that horrific
Ugh.
oh, here's the entire backstory in one line delivered. Cool, great, thanks. So
Mezco.
Do you think-
I'm sorry.
we go. No, go ahead. Mezco RoboCop. That could be interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love a Lex Luthor, classic Lex Luthor. That could be cool.
With the power suit or just in a regular, like business suit?
Why not
Like
both at this point?
Yeah.
You know, right?
Glass.
All the accessories, class.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think? Speaking of Sony Marvel movies, do you think Craven redeems itself in any way, shape, or form? No. Okay.
I saw an article that it's bad, like projected to do worse than Madam Web.
Really?
Yeah, my friend sent me an article. I didn't read it yet, but that's gonna kill Sony, I would think, at this point with their Spider-Verse.
Did you guys see the first 9 minutes? Did you watch that yet?
Of
No.
Craven? No.
It's on like YouTube.
Is
You
it?
can watch the first
Oh.
9 minutes.
Is it direct to TNT release?
Ad-free.
It ads.
Look at that. Damn, that is sick. Look at that.
Wow.
Is he
Acknowledge
doing,
Machu. Acknowledge him real quick.
Yeah, I got him. He's there. He's up. He's up.
My arm.
So, is he doing the gotcha hand? Is that what that is?
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah.
Nah, I see what he's doing. Very well placed. No, the if you go on YouTube, the first 9 minutes is there, and it's like, I hope I'm not spoiling anything, but it's the
Oh no!
prison
Please
scene.
don't spoil Craven. Jeez.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's like I don't know. There's some okay parts, but you can kind of see where they're going with it. I was like, I'll wait till this comes to streaming.
Oh, is it coming out Friday already? Oh, geez, I didn't realize it was coming out that Friday this soon. So,
Disney
Very
Plus
good.
page, or will you buy it on Fandango?
I would not buy that. What I saw, I wouldn't blind buy it. I
I don't think
saw.
it would go on Disney Plus.
no, it's not.
It's a Sony movie, right?
Yeah, it's a Sony movie.
Yeah, well, didn't Venom come on today? Right? You said right.
Yeah, it's streaming today now on Fandango.
Oh.
You can get it.
On Fandango. Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet, but
I haven't
no,
seen
wouldn't-
any of the Venom movies. I think I just need to like sit down and binge watch them all.
I don't know if you have to binge watch
That's a
them.
lot of torture.
That's
I was thinking like a Band-Aid, just get it all off in one shot, type of thing. Just take it out and be done with it. So,
He's
But-
ditching
Have
this.
it playing in the background when you're unboxing a bunch of turtles. That's what I would recommend.
yeah.
Just kinda background noise.
What is this garbage? Oh, it's not that. Spoiler, he's probably ditching the franchise for Bond soon enough. You think Tom Hardy's going to play Bond? I'm going to go with that's probably not going to happen. I'm going to go.
Or
with
is he talking about the guy that's doing Craven?
Is it Aaron Taylor Johnson or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
is he in
instead
the
of,
running for the new Bond? Duh.
Is he British?
I don't know.
I think he is, right?
Cindy's asking, does Uncle Ben have a figure? We need an Uncle Ben. Aunt May has a figure.
Oh,
So he could actually just have he could have no working joints and he could just just fall over at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be
Yeah,
great.
see, Craven. Yeah, Craven.
Yeah. Oh,
I thought
Craven.
Idris was going to do it. Idris doesn't want to do it.
Idris has been in the talks for a while. He might be too old now, depending on when they want to revamp it. They like to pick. He might be too popular too. They like to pick actors who aren't well known to star because, like Sean Connery, was nobody when he started. So
Yeah. Oh, he is British. I didn't know.
yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
you also don't have to be a Brit. So as long as you can do the accent.
Tom Hardy.
I love Tom Hardy. He's too beefy to play Bond. It's too much of a brawler. Oh, but yeah. Oh, it's a lot of noise happening outside my office now at this point. So, all right, gents, we're coming up on 10 o'clock here.
Oh, this is just warm up.
Yeah,
We
This
just went
warm-up,
through
yeah.
3 hours, bro.
This is all right. Sorry.
I'm playing.
The old guy might have to duck out then.
I'm just playing.
I agree, man. Beast Boy. 10 years ago, Idris would have been perfect. But Daniel Craig did an amazing job. So I agree. Sydney Sweeney could play James Bond. Yeah, we'll just completely gender bend the role and revamp it completely. So, we discussed Mezco Thor in depth in the beginning. So go ahead and be part of that replay gang, and make sure you smash that like button for us too when you do it, and get on that. You'll love it. Everyone's pretty much on board with it. So. Except CC, he only collects female Mezco figures. That's the only things he plays with. So. Yeah, that's it. No. What's up, Plasty? What's going, man? But yeah, guys, you got anything else? Anything else you want to plug? Anything else you want to promote, pitch? Obviously, we want to make sure everybody gets a chance here. CC, you want to, besides the Hangout, which it happens at 8:35 on Wednesdays on Toy Paige YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed to that and your Instagram. What else you want to shout out?
Nothing, guys. I got nothing.
All right,
Nothing.
Okay. MC.
Everybody stay positive and like everybody's photos on Instagram and stuff. Like going and show love. Likes are free, as Paige always says, and
yeah.
It doesn't have to be Mezco. It can be any of the other ones. Show some love to these creators out there that are putting in the work. So even the guys that are starting out, help them out. So
for sure, that's good. I love that little. Costs nothing to be nice. However, costs nothing to be an asshole either. So just saying. Spend your free money wisely. Is what I'll say. Paige is making notes. I just saw Paige picked up the red pen. Never coming on this show again. Paige, what do you got? What do you got coming up? What do you want to promote?
Same thing that MC said. Promote creators. We got a lot of great artists. People put a lot of time, hard work, and everything. And like MC said, a lot of people don't get recognition, so make sure you go out and support them. You never know. There's days like people have down days, and you never know. Your like might pick them up and help them to keep creating. And then also, thank you guys very much for having us on. I know it's a crossover, but it was cool to share space with you guys. I appreciate it.
It's great. It's great hanging out with you. See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
See what I did there? Machi, what do you got? Besides you playing with your pool.
Me play with my pool. I got really nothing. Be on the lookout. I might have some random lives of playing Marvel Rivals, either at night or during the day. So that's about it.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Machi won't mention it, but I will. We got 100 episodes coming up on January 1st. So we're gonna go live at 8 p.m. on January 1st. It's going to be just a love fest. We're just going to open it up to everybody and anybody. You guys are welcome back if you want to come hang out. If you're not too hungover, or if you are hungover, hang out. What better way to just come on our show and go, don't yell. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. I don't care that it's Wednesday. Shut your trap. I would love that. So be sure to come hang out. We're excited to get to 100. And hopefully there'll be a lot more after that. We're also going to be doing an amazing thing with Chubsy Wubsy next Friday, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be doing a little bit of a give back, so we're excited. Might be some lives in the mix, might be there'll certainly be a video that comes after that, but want to absolutely include and shout out the Chubsy Wubsy family for including us in this amazing opportunity. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to the Hangout crew here for coming on and being with us and crossing the streams with us. It's been a great conversation. You guys are welcome back anytime. If we ever get Sydney Sweeney on MC, you'll be the first to know. No one will be more surprised than I will if she shows up. But for everybody else, whether you're watching live or you're part of the replay crew, we appreciate the hell out of you. Again, we wouldn't be this close to 100 without you. And like we like to say, go on, get out of here, go be proud of yourselves, go make some content, and Machu, do that outro. Bye, everybody.